Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you for Leadership Week number 2. So I want to start by apologizing. My goal normally is to have this video out to you by Monday. Unfortunately, Monday I wasn't feeling very well. Turns out I was sick and I took Tuesday off. So today is Wednesday. It's about 9:43 in the morning on Wednesday. So I hadn't been able to do much. A couple housekeeping items. So these videos are really just to kind of keep you up to date. Also, it's to give you an idea of what to expect this week and what's coming up for the next week. So housekeeping items. So chapter 4 quiz, for some reason, the date was off. A student made me aware of that. I made the adjustment right away. That was Monday morning, and I made the adjustment, and somehow it disconnected from McGraw-Hill. So when I got back this morning, since I mentioned I wasn't here yesterday, I redeployed that, so it should be working without any issues. So I apologize for that. Other than that, I think we're on the right track. It takes me about a week delay to read through all the discussions, and with the couple days that I've been, recovering, I haven't been able to do a lot of work, so today will be my first day back at it. I have a few appointments today that I have to take care of, but I'll be reading through your discussions and hopefully getting your grades up and going. So I apologize for anybody that's sitting there thinking like, why hasn't he graded my discussion? Well, it usually takes me about a week to do that once the week closes out, because I got to read through everybody's actual posts. So I know others might be used to instructors not reading your posts, but I read every single one of them. This is how I know that you are understanding the material that we have put together. So that said, this week we talk about advertising, which is one of my favorite topics when it comes to business, because the things we buy, the influence that are happening with us. Here recently, in the last 6 months, I noticed that there's like a TikTok trend on Dubai chocolates, and I'm sure some of you might have already even tried it. And it just blew up. Everybody was talking about it, and it's become sort of this trendy thing to try, and so on and so forth. And it's impressive how now in day we don't traditionally see advertisement the way we used to, or in the past, as in the video that this week shows, you watch a commercial on TV or wherever, and everyone kind of talks about it. Super Bowl is super famous for it. I love watching the ads on the Super Bowl to see how creative they get. But it still leads to the fact that in regards to leadership and becoming a good leader is the influence you have over people. And one of the things that we like to talk about in business is the difference between power and influence. Like, you have legitimate power when you're the manager, when you're the boss. That's your position, and people respect that. But influence, it's a little more meaningful, because people do it not because of your power, but because you influence them to do something naturally. So we want to be conscious of those two aspects in regards to leadership. And ads, commercials, have an influence upon us. Like they said in the video that's up here, it makes us feel like we want to be a part of that. We want to be a part of that scenario, or we want to be like that athlete, or we want to wear clothes like that person that we admire. So it's really interesting, because when you look at that from a leadership perspective, is how do we in leadership use this mindset to influence people, not necessarily be forcing our authority over them, but influencing them. One of the more famous people here in these modern days when we talk about artists is Taylor Swift. And like her, hate her, dislike her, don't know who she is, whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact that she influences American and world culture, it's obvious. I don't know. I know who she is, but I don't know her music that well. I don't listen to her music that well. But it's hard to avoid her and, of course, her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, because they're all over the news. Here recently, they just got engaged like a day ago. So it's everywhere. They're everywhere. And people want to be like her. People want to have her storyline. People want to have a very similar thing. So I do believe that there's something to be learned about that. There's something to be studied about that when it comes to leadership. The conversation this week leads us to picking a commercial that stands out, right? And for me, when I used to teach a class here called Intro to Business, and we looked at advertisement, and we talk about an advertisement leaving a thought in your head, or a song, or a slogan, or an image, what that is. And for me, when I was a kid, there was a commercial in Chicago that every person who grew up in Chicago during the late 80s, early 90s would know. And it's this Eagle Man commercial. And I challenge you, and now I have to forewarn you, if you do this, I promise you, you will forever remember this commercial because it was so horrible. It's probably one of the worst commercials ever made. But it's Eagle Man car insurance from Chicago. And it is probably one of the most horrendous, saddest commercials you ever watch. But there wasn't a person in Chicago that didn't know who Eagle Man was and will tell you the lines. Do I have something for you? And I promise you, you will forever remember this commercial once you watched it. So Google it and YouTube it and look it up. It's only like 30 seconds. And it's probably such a brutally made commercial that it left a lasting impression. So I'm intrigued to see what you guys have. If you can, upload the or put the link in so I can watch some of the commercials you guys mentioned. But if you can't, don't make a big deal about it. But please know that I read every discussion, so AI prompting will be zeroed out. I don't have a problem with you utilizing AI to correct your grammar, to perfect your thought, but for it to do your discussion, that's a no-go for me. And we have indicators online that will tell me different things when something like that happens. So please let's avoid that conversation. Other than that, I am still kind of recovering. I'm still struggling with some stuff. I'm hoping that I should start feeling better here soon. So keep me in your thoughts and your prayers if you believe in prayer. I should be okay, but I just want to make sure that I am back to 100%. So by next week, I promised you a video with Meg. Meg is our success coach, but it's been a rough week this week, so I hadn't been able to connect with her to make that happen. So I will have her on next week, hopefully. So that said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate your understanding with the delay. I promise to keep you up to date. Thank you for all the students that reached out about quiz 4. I have now fixed that problem, so you should be good to go. And as always, have a great cup of coffee. I have my big jug of water today, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. And that's about it, guys. Take care. I will see you next week. I hope you're enjoying this great weather, by the way. Take care.